If you are traveling to the Guanajuato airport, I wanted to make this video because although we recently published a first video on this topic, I wanted to give you an updated view of my experience taking the bus from the airport to Leon and then from Leon to Guanajuato. So, as you may or may not know, if you haven't seen my previous video, there's a few ways to get out of this airport. One, if you walk out of the airport premises and take an Uber to your destination, which can be a little bit complex, especially if you're carrying luggage. Or there is this unibus that you can take from the airport, and then it will take you to the Leon, downtown Leon bus station. But then from there, you have to take another bus to Guanajuato. And it's a little bit counterproductive because as you leave the airport, you're going away from the city of Guanajuato towards Leon, and then you have to come back again the same direction, past the airport, and then ultimately go to Leon. So what I would say is that if you're coming as a group, if there's like 2 or 3 people in your group, or this is a short trip for you, it might not be worth taking the bus route because it takes so long and it's a little bit inconvenient that you're really taking away precious time from your trip, time that you could be enjoying in Guanajuato. So if you want to consider private transportation, send us an email and we will connect you with someone that can pick you up and then bring you back to the airport after your trip or after your days in Guanajuato or San Miguel. To give you an idea, usually from Guanajuato is going to cost you about $150 round trip. That's likely going to be a van that should be able to accommodate 4 to 6 people with luggage. So in my opinion, I ended up kind of a little bit regretting taking the bus because once I took the bus to Leon, I decided to spend the night in Leon because it was kind of late. And the next morning, it was a Friday around, afternoon, Friday around 1 p.m. I took the bus and everything was fine, but I didn't realize that it would make so many stops along the way. And in these stops, a lot of people were getting onto the bus. And one thing that I quickly realized is that they allow more people in the bus than the number of seats. So I ended up volunteering to give my seat. And I was standing up in the aisle for about 15 to 20 minutes of the trip. So do know that there is a lot of traffic between Leon and Silao. So once we arrived at Silao, a lot of people got off, and then I had a seat again. One other thing is the bus experience is pretty raw when it comes to your luggage. If you carry luggage, you have to be the one that opens the little compartment to put your luggage underneath the bus. If there's no worker there to help with that, you're the one that has to do that. So it's something that I learned again in this trip. But overall, once I got my seat back, it was a pretty smooth ride, but it did take a long time. It took me like 2 hours to get from Leon to Guanajuato, which normally if I would have taken Primera Plus or ETN, it would have taken, like 40 minutes. So, or if I had private transportation, I would have avoided all this. FYI, if you want to take also this public bus outside of the Guanajuato station, it will take you all the way to the downtown, the centro. I don't know how many stops it will take, but it's probably a cheaper way to get there. But otherwise, you can take an Uber from this spot to your hotel. Again, if you have any questions or if you have any concerns regarding transportation, send us an email. We'll be happy to help you.